Hello folks, welcome back to Canada's Boxing Channel. I'm a little bit late getting this video out due to technical incompetence on my part, so I mea culpa, sorry. But anyways, hopefully you'll enjoy what I have to say. Keyshawn Davis, the new WBO lightweight champion of the world, comprehensively beat the former champion, Dennis Berinchyk from the Ukraine, knocking him out in round 4. So I'm very, very happy about this because I had picked Keyshawn Davis to win, and by pure luck, on the principle of a blind squirrel sometimes gets a nut, I picked the correct round. So I turned my small little $2 bet, picking the round, into $58. So yeah, I'm super happy. It's amazing, isn't it? A small little win like that can make you so pleased. I'm also pleased because there was a lot of ugliness about this this fight at the beginning. Before the fight. There was this business of a fruit basket and a note being sent to Keyshawn Davis's, training place, and the fruit basket contained bananas and watermelon, which I don't think I need to explain that sort of significance, but clearly sort of racial overtones. Now, Davis had thought that Berencic had sent this fruit basket. Berencic has vigorously denied it. And now apparently Davis suggesting that Teofimo Lopez, the former unified champion, may have sent it. But regardless of who sent it, it was a tasteless act, and I'm pleased that it didn't get to Keyshawn Davis's head. It's one of those things that you're trying to mess with your opponent's head or mess with somebody's head. I'm not saying it was his opponent's, but it was an ugly distraction from the build up to the fight. Anyways, when the fight started, before that, let's just look at what their records were. Berencic was previously undefeated. He's now, of course, 19-1, 36 years old, and like I say, from the Ukraine. Awkward fellow, a lot of switching styles. Somebody said his style looks like one big mistake. It's like he does everything wrong. But obviously he's been very effective up to now. Davis, who's 11 years younger, 25 years old, he now moves to 13-0. Of course, if you look at BoxRec, you'll see that it was his 14th fight, but a fight against Albright, which he had won, was changed into a no contest, no decision by the Texas Commission. So that was a 2023 fight. So while it was his 14th fight, his record now shows 13-0. Like I say, 25 years old, orthodox fighter. He looked a lot bigger in the ring, even though they both weighed in at 134.5, just a smidge under the 135 limit there. Keyshawn Davis looked like he was at least one weight class bigger. The fight was a bit of a hug fest to start with. Berencic sort of wanted to sort of clinch and hold. Keyshawn was complaining that he was being hit behind the head. There was this one incident where Berencic sort of grabbed him and then was sort of round behind him. The ref did a very good job. He actually warning both fighters to stop clinching, stop holding, and all that sort of stuff. A couple of times, Keyshawn Davis pushed Berencic away, and he was told off for that. It's like, hey, I'm the ref. I can sort this out. You leave that sort of stuff to me. There was. Berencic went down in the second round, but it wasn't a knockdown. It was sort of like a wrestle and then a slip. But by the third round, it was really quite clear that Keyshawn Davis had figured out what this awkward, switch-hitting, annoying sort of approach of Berencic was all about. And he was able to then sort of, properly time him. He developed a lot of confidence. He was smiling to his family and everything like that. And he dropped him with a really good left hook to the body. Terence Crawford was there, of course. Terence Crawford and Bomac is, of course, in the corner for Keyshawn Davis. But Terence Crawford is a big supporter of Keyshawn Davis, and you could hear Terence Crawford, a real fan, himself, right? And it's thought that Keyshawn Davis has developed a lot of his counter punching and a lot of his skill sets from taking inspiration, if you like, from Terence Crawford. And of course, Bomac, who trains both, has clearly been able to graft some of those skills onto Keyshawn Davis. By the fourth round, it was very, very clear that Keyshawn Davis was fully in command. And again, he dropped Berencic with pretty much exactly the same shot. A left hook into the body. I think Berencic could have got up, but he chose to run the count out on his knees. I think he probably thought, I'm done here. But it was really quite something. It isn't often you see a previously undefeated world champion sacrificing his world title and his undefeated record by choosing to stay down. I don't know. I mean, who knows how he was feeling inside? I mean, it struck me as a bit odd, like you would have expected someone like Berencic to sort of go out on his shield, right? To get up, think I'm gonna do everything possible not to lose my title and not to lose my record, and if necessary, I'm going to die in the ring. Metaphorically speaking, but he chose to run the clock out, or he couldn't get up. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I wasn't hit, and we do know that a body shot can just completely debilitate you, right? So what next for Keyshawn Davis? Keyshawn Davis was, of course, super happy. He did, raising his hands, and he did a little jig. Don't worry, I'm not going to try and do a little jig on camera or off camera for that matter. Terence Crawford was very happy. I think Clarissa Shields was there. She was very happy. So it was a very partisan crowd, right? You could hear the USA, USA chanting, and I think everybody at MSG was there for Keyshawn Davis. A deserved winner. I very much liked the short fight. It was a bit wrestly and sort of a bit of a hugfest to start with. But once Keyshawn Davis found his groove, it was only going to go one way. And like I said, I had by pure luck picked the right round. So that's a bonus. What next for Keyshawn Davis? Well, Davis and Davis strikes me, right? Gervonta Davis, who, both counterpunchers. Davis might have a smidge more power. I don't know. I think that would be a good fight. So it was a good show. I'm pleased with the result, not just because I won a few bucks, but I think it was the right result. And no controversy. Slightly disappointing that Berencic chose to run the clock out. I say chose to run the clock out because, of course, I don't know. I mean, if anybody tapped me, I would definitely stay down. But anyways, so there we go. It was a good fight. I enjoyed it. And there we go. Please like, please share, please subscribe, and leave comments. The comments are awesome. Really enjoy that good discussion back and forth. Having a good discussion with a couple of folks about Dubois Parker and Kabayel Zhang, and there's very strong arguments to be made both sides, right? So it's going to be some good fights, isn't it? Oof. Yeah, there we go. Okay, I should stop rabbiting on and eventually get this video out. Better late than never, huh? Okay, have a fabulous day wherever you are. Thanks very much for listening. Bye-bye.